Have you ever felt lost? Like you're wandering through a dense forest with no clear path? It's a feeling that can creep up on you unexpectedly, leaving you disoriented and unsure of which direction to take. You might find yourself standing at a crossroads, with multiple paths ahead, each one shrouded in uncertainty. The trees around you seem to close in, and the once familiar sounds of nature now feel foreign and unsettling. It's as if the forest itself is a reflection of your inner turmoil, a maze that mirrors the confusion within your mind. As you wander through this metaphorical forest, you might start to question your own identity. Who are you really? What are you meant to do with your life? These questions can feel overwhelming, and the answers may seem elusive. You might feel like you're walking in circles, retracing your steps without making any real progress. The path ahead is winding and unclear, and every turn seems to lead to more questions rather than answers. Maybe you question who you are and what you're meant to do. You are not alone. This feeling of being lost is something we all experience at some point in our lives. It's a universal human experience, one that transcends age, culture, and background. We all have moments of doubt and uncertainty, times when we feel disconnected from our true selves. It's during these moments that we must remember that we are not alone in our struggles. Others have walked this path before us, and many are walking it alongside us right now. This feeling of being lost is something we all experience at some point in our lives. It's the feeling of uncertainty, of not knowing which way to turn. It's the sense of being adrift, without a clear sense of direction or purpose. But it's also a reminder that we are all connected by our shared experiences. We are all part of a larger human story, one that is filled with moments of confusion and clarity, struggle and triumph. It's the feeling of uncertainty, of not knowing which way to turn. It's the sense of standing at a fork in the road, with multiple signs pointing in different directions, each one promising a different outcome. The choices can feel overwhelming, and the fear of making the wrong decision can be paralyzing. But it's important to remember that every path has its own set of challenges and rewards. There is no right or wrong choice, only the journey that you choose to take. This feeling can be overwhelming. It can make us doubt ourselves and our abilities. We might start to believe that we're not good enough, smart enough, or strong enough to find our way out. The weight of these doubts can be crushing, and the fear of failure can be paralyzing. But it's important to remember that these feelings are temporary. They are not a reflection of your true worth or potential. You are capable of so much more than you realize. It can make us doubt ourselves and our abilities. We might even start to believe that we're not good enough, smart enough, or strong enough to find our way out. But here's the truth. You are stronger than you think. You have faced challenges before and overcome them. You have the resilience and determination to navigate through this forest, no matter how dense or confusing it may seem. We might even start to believe that we're not good enough, smart enough, or strong enough to find our way out. But here's the truth. You are stronger than you think. You have faced challenges before and overcome them. You have the resilience and determination to navigate through this forest, no matter how dense or confusing it may seem. You are braver than you believe. You have the courage to face your fears and take the first step, even when the path ahead is uncertain. But here's the truth. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you believe. And you are worthy of a life filled with joy, purpose, and meaning. The journey through the forest is not just about finding your way out, but also about discovering who you are and what you are capable of. It's about embracing the challenges and learning from them, growing stronger and more resilient with each step. You are braver than you believe, and you are worthy of a life filled with joy, purpose, and meaning. The first step to finding your way is to acknowledge where you are. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to not have all the answers. Give yourself permission to be exactly where you are without judgment. Embrace the uncertainty and trust that you have the strength and courage to find your way. And you are worthy of a life filled with joy, purpose, and meaning. The first step to finding your way is to acknowledge where you are. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to not have all the answers. Give yourself permission to be exactly where you are, without judgment. Embrace the uncertainty and trust that you have the strength and courage to find your way. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards discovering your true self and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. The first step to finding your way is to acknowledge where you are. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to not have all the answers. Give yourself permission to be exactly where you are, without judgment. Embrace the uncertainty and trust that you have the strength and courage to find your way. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards discovering your true self and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to not have all the answers. Give yourself permission to be exactly where you are, without judgment. Embrace the uncertainty and trust that you have the strength and courage to find your way. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards discovering your true self and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. It's okay to not have all the answers. Give yourself permission to be exactly where you are, without judgment. Embrace the uncertainty and trust that you have the strength and courage to find your way. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards discovering your true self and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Give yourself permission to be exactly where you are, without judgment. Embrace the uncertainty and trust that you have the strength and courage to find your way. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards discovering your true self and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. So, take a deep breath, trust yourself, and keep moving forward. You are not alone, and you are capable of finding your way. So often we get lost because we're trying to follow a path that wasn't meant for us. We find ourselves standing at a crossroads, unsure of which direction to take, holding a map that seems foreign and confusing. The weight of expectations can be overwhelming, and the pressure to conform can lead us astray. We listen to the shoulds in our lives, the expectations of others, the advice from well-meaning friends and family, and the societal norms that dictate how we should live. These voices can be loud and persistent, drowning out our own inner voice. We start to question our own desires and dreams, wondering if they are valid or if we should be pursuing something else. Societal norms and the voices in our heads telling us who we should be. We look in the mirror and see a reflection that doesn't quite match who we feel we are inside. The conflict between our true self and the person we think we should be can cause immense frustration and inner turmoil. We try to mold ourselves into an image that pleases others, often at the expense of our own happiness and well-being. We try to fit ourselves into boxes that don't quite fit, squeezing into roles and identities that feel restrictive and uncomfortable. It's like trying on clothes that are too tight or too loose. They just don't feel right. We bend and stretch, trying to make ourselves fit into these predefined molds, but it never quite works. Contorting ourselves to please others or live up to some impossible standard. We exhaust ourselves in the process, trying to reach goals that are not truly ours. The constant effort to meet these external expectations can leave us feeling drained and unfulfilled. We chase after dreams that aren't truly our own, running on a metaphorical treadmill, always moving but never really getting anywhere. We achieve milestones and accolades, but they feel hollow because they don't resonate with our true passions and desires, wondering why we feel so unfulfilled. We sit alone, deep in thought, questioning the choices we've made and the paths we've taken. The sense of emptiness can be profound, leaving us to wonder if there's more to life than just following the shoulds. This pressure to conform, to be someone we're not, can be suffocating. It feels like we're trapped in a small enclosed space, struggling to breathe. The weight of these expectations can be crushing, making it difficult to see a way out. It can extinguish our spark, silence our voice, and leave us feeling empty and lost. The light within us dims, and our true self becomes hidden under layers of shoulds and musts. We lose touch with who we really are and what we truly want. But what if we chose a different path? What if we decided to listen to our own inner voice and follow our own dreams? Standing at a fork in the road, we have the power to choose a direction that aligns with our true self. What if, instead of trying to fit in, we embraced what makes us unique? By celebrating our individuality and pursuing our own passions, we can find a sense of fulfillment and joy that comes from being true to ourselves. The journey may be challenging, but the reward is a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Every single one of us has a story, a unique combination of experiences, strengths, and vulnerabilities that have shaped us into who we are. Our stories are filled with moments of joy and pain, triumph and heartbreak. They are a testament to our resilience, our capacity for love, and our unwavering human spirit. For too long, many of us have been told to hide the messy parts of our stories, the failures, the heartbreaks, the times we stumbled and fell. We've been taught to present a perfect facade to the world, fearing judgment and rejection. But here's the thing. Our stories, even the messy parts, are what make us beautiful. They are what connect us to each other, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. What if instead of hiding our stories, we owned them? What if we embraced our imperfections, our quirks, the very things that make us who we are? This, my friends, is the power of authenticity. It is the freedom to show up as our true selves without apology or pretense. Authenticity is about living in alignment with our values, speaking our truth, and letting go of the need for external validation. It is about embracing our whole selves, the good, the bad, and everything in between. When we embrace authenticity, we give ourselves permission to be free. Free from the expectations of others, free from the need to conform, and free to live a life that is true to ourselves. Section 5. Rebuilding brick by brick, day by day. The journey of self-discovery and rebuilding is not always easy. There will be days when you doubt yourself, days when you feel like giving up. But it's in those moments that you must dig deep, remember your strength, and keep going. Rebuilding your life is like constructing a building. It starts with a single brick, carefully laid, one at a time. Each brick represents a small step, a positive choice, a moment of courage. Section 6. The courage to begin again. One of the most courageous things you can do is to begin again. It's a testament to the human spirit, a declaration that you are not defined by your past, but by your willingness to shape your future. Each sunrise brings with it a new day, a fresh start, and an opportunity to rewrite your story, to let go of the past, to forgive yourself for your mistakes, and to step into the unknown with an open heart and a willingness to learn and grow. It's about releasing the weight that holds you back, the regrets that cloud your vision, and the fears that paralyze your steps. Imagine the freedom that comes with letting go, the lightness of being that allows you to soar to new heights. It takes courage to admit when you're wrong, to ask for help, and to try again even when you're afraid. These acts of bravery are not signs of weakness, but of immense strength. They show that you are willing to face your vulnerabilities, to confront your limitations, and to push beyond them. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a victory over the fear that seeks to hold you back. But it is in these acts of courage that you will find your strength, your resilience, and your capacity for love and compassion. When you choose to begin again, you are not just giving yourself a second chance, but you are also opening your heart to the possibilities of what could be. You are embracing the journey of self-discovery, of growth, and of transformation. You are allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to be human, and to be beautifully imperfect. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to begin again. Each morning brings with it a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations. It's a reminder that no matter how many times you fall, you have the power to rise again. The dawn is a symbol of renewal, of endless possibilities, and of the unwavering hope that resides within you. Every moment is a chance to make a different choice, to take a step in a new direction, and to create a life that is more aligned with who you are and who you want to become. Life is a series of moments, each one offering you the opportunity to redefine yourself, to break free from the chains of the past, and to step boldly into the future. Embrace the courage to begin again, and you will discover a world filled with endless possibilities and boundless potential. Section 7. Finding your people. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and rebuilding, remember that you don't have to do it alone. Find your people, the ones who see you, accept you, and love you for who you are, flaws and all. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who believe in your dreams, and who encourage you to be your best self. These are the people who will be your cheerleaders, your confidants, and your sources of strength when you need it most. Section 8. Believing in the unseen, the seed of potential. Within each and every one of us lies a seed of potential, a spark of greatness waiting to be ignited. This seed contains all of our hopes, our dreams, and our capacity for love, joy, and creativity. Sometimes it's hard to see this potential, especially when we're feeling lost or discouraged. But trust that it's there, deep within you, waiting to be nurtured and cultivated. Just like a seed needs sunlight, water, and nourishment to grow, so too does our potential. We need to feed it with positive self-talk, cultivate it with self-care, and water it with belief in ourselves. Section 9. Rise, the journey starts today. The journey of self-discovery and rebuilding is a lifelong adventure. There will be ups and downs, twists and turns along the way. But it's in the journey itself that we find our strength, our resilience, and our capacity for love, joy, and connection. So, my friend, take a deep breath, embrace the unknown, and begin. Start with a single step, however small it may seem. Believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and never ever give up on your dreams. The world needs your light. The world needs your story. The world needs you exactly as you are. Rise and shine, my friend. The journey starts today.